you start your road trip, you need to learn the 3 steps of causing an awesome crash. Step 1. Drive in and hit the traffic to start your crash. Step 2. Fire the crash breaker to explode your car and blast everything around you.
When you see Burnout in a game's title, you don't expect to see something like this when you start playing. This isn't anything like the Burnout games I've played before. In fact, it's way better. This is Burnout Crash for the PlayStation 3.
Nice! Don't go!
Released last week on the PlayStation Network and the Xbox Live Arcade, Crash approaches the Burnout license from a whole new perspective. Like, literally. The camera's been moved from behind the car to what is apparently a helicopter flying above, and as a result, you're gazing down at disaster like a local news reporter. Tonight at 6, tragedy strikes at a local intersection. Find out how many of your relatives were killed, get your 5-day weather forecast, and go f*** yourself, San Diego. Now, unlike previous Burnout games, Crash is almost more like a puzzle game than a driving game. Or I guess maybe not. But whatever it is, it's ridiculously fun. You control a car that ultimately has a very short lifespan. You drive it into an intersection, wreck it, and render it almost unable to be moved. So much for that car loan.
Come back! You didn't stop that one.
Now, of course, you're doing this for a reason. The objective is to cause as many vehicles as possible to crash, burn, and explode. Preferably in that order. And to set off a chain effect of utter devastation. In fact, one of your goals is to cause so many crashes that it actually causes a tornado to come down and leave the entire neighborhood in ruin. Video games, they're so wholesome and so positive. And you might argue the causal relationship between car accidents and weather works the other way around, but the liberties it takes with science, physics, and meteorology are just part of the reason Crash is so much fun. It's a simple concept, but it's really addictive, however morally reprehensible.
You conquered that intersection.
So it works like this. You drive into the level and you crash, and that takes about 5 seconds and also brings the direct control over the car to an end. And for the rest of the level, you have to use explosions to toss your vehicle from place to place. You push a button once your explosion gauge is full to blow up, and that brings any cars in your blast radius to a stop. And the idea is to blow up as much crap as possible, and so the passing vehicles effectively become bombs on wheels. You stop them in opportune places, whether that's in a massive pile or near a building, and you blow them up. And once your car is blown up, you can actually kind of move it around a bit. Hence those liberties with physics, but basically that's Crash in a nutshell. In a fiery, catastrophic, combo-causing, unable to put down nutshell. Not only is the gameplay inherently addictive, but the game's structure also makes Crash really easy to pour time into. Each level has 3 unique gameplay modes, each a variation on the idea of blowing stuff up. And you have to achieve stars in the missions to unlock more content. So you always feel compelled to keep playing because you're always this close to unlocking a new car or a new level. And it's also really easy to find friends online thanks to its auto-log implementation, which some Need for Speed fans may recognize. Now, the game doesn't look great, but the over-the-top voice work and the inclusion of the awesome Primitive song, Crash, ensures its presentation is as fun as its gameplay. I mean, come on, have you never seen Dumb and Dumber? I've never been a big fan of the Burnout series, but this one had me hooked. If you're looking for some explosive fun with a classic arcade feel, this is a game for you.